but so the Anti-Mage versus well, it's not gonna be against Bristleback, but obviously like the Zeus is not gonna have a good time. If he does fight the Bristleback early on, like you're able to burns mana, you're not worried about as many quills, and then obviously they don't have that much lockdown for him either. So as you mentioned, it feels like there's a bit of a timer on them to get that push together with the Bristle.
Well, here we go. The last tower showdown of MDL.
And it has been, that's where you get to see a real Earth Spirit specialist, finding openings where it feels like there's not going to be too much action in the early game.
What's he doing here? Maybe dragging, not the first creep wave, but aiming for the second creep wave to drag off.
Uh-oh. He's been spotted. Almost got blocked within those trees. He does have the roll, though. Just has to make sure it doesn't get blocked by Victoria. He gets blocked by Victoria. So now the reps are going to keep coming, and he doesn't have another roll. He just gets slowly walked down and shots, little by little. But all moving for the neutrals, but he gets hit with the Torrent, and that is your first blood.
Yikes. The boots from Victoria, I think Earth Spirit thought that roll was going to go off, but just that tiny bit of extra movement speed gave him enough to get in front and block it.
Shut him down. Now back towards this bottom lane. Afu makes his return, already being zoned back by Victoria as they try to pincer in onto Inflame. They hit him up with the curse. Torrent finds its man, and then with a jump in from Ame, they will look to get the finish before he can even TP out.
Oh, and the walk, that means walk of shame back to the lane.
That's such a terrible, terrible feeling. But
around the east side.
Yep.
So he will not.
He'll be watching the replay on that one for sure, wondering where it's
at
at
lane,
what point.
super.
Hard hit under the tower. Right clicks are coming. Nice TP back from Afu though to roll in, but I don't think he can block enough.
The cleave though finishes off the kill. And Afu's going to die as well. Looks like the illusion's tanking all the tower hits.
Oh, I need one more slash. Got it right there. Maybe picks it up.
What happened with the type down to the Zeus? It looks like he got ganked.
Up in the top lane.
It's a roaming Zeus. This is not a good thing to see. It may find a second kill though. The results of the roaming Zeus aren't too shabby. Even though it's not why you picked the hero and you're happy with what's happening now, but ultimately, yeah, there is definitely concerns because you've abandoned your offlane against an anti-mage who is going to have a 11-12 minute battle fury at this rate.
A good punish of the support there, and Inflame is finding a way to make some use of himself since the laning phase wasn't working out so well. Fight for the rune spot, moving in with the Dragon Tails. Super eating a lot of hard slashes early. Already it's stacking up. There's the overpower, and Super's going to get punished for going for the rune.
Nice change-up kind of build here from going for.
Oh, and they're not done. They're going to get even more. They get a hold of Inflame with the X pullback Torrent, and maybe he just says, I'll come over and help you with that one too. Double kill for him. Maybe already 3-0 in this game.
Yeah, nice 2 points there.
Support level 6s, get global and Ghost Ship online. They'll have great initiation with the level 3 X plus Ghost Ship. And they'll have a great team fight with the global silence once he's level 6. And for LFY, it's similarly get Warlock level 6 and try and take some team fights, maybe offer some smoke ganks to utilize that tool.
50 seconds before the book is going to be up. Ooh, bottom lane Ame just gets a solo kill onto the Zeus, diving under the tower, but we go back top. We're 11, swinging it out right now. Dishes the Ravage as they find connection onto Super Monet. Could be the next victim. Afu rolls into action, gets hit pretty damn hard, but it does help them in getting some good return fire here. Victoria on the run. Afu needs 4 more seconds for a roll, but they're not going to go for it. A 2-for-2 trade, but it's 2 cores for an offlaner and a support. Yeah. Lane goes Super, and Afu is a lone defender at the moment to this top tier 1. But looks like we do have a posse rolling in. Can the 3 of them take down this watermelon monster? They're trying. They're swatting him. They're hitting him, but it looks like with Monet coming in, that should help quite a bit. Okay, there we go. They got it done.
Oh, even through the ulti.
Ulti,
all Super.
Oh yeah, that might be why. Over on the other side, there is a gank breaking out. We catch the very back end of that one. It is Super though going down, and man, for everything LFY are able to get for themselves, LGD just gets something a bit better.
Yeah. I mean, the recurring theme of this game, and powers are falling, anti-mage is free farming, Ursa's Blink is going to spell all kinds of trouble, and Afu
Silencer and Kunkka, it's also like, that has to be the worst two supports to go against if you're an Earth Spirit. Just constantly sucks you in, you can't roll away, the Silencer's cursing you for everything you want to do. In Flames going down, but here we go. LFY committing in with the rock on this one, hoping that this could be the point to turn it back around, but Monet already eating a lot of damage. Super's coming in, dishes out the dual breath, helps get the kill on Victoria. Monet is still fighting strong, and they will secure a double kill for the Bristleback.
That Arcane Curse is doing some damage, but not going to kill him off.
Uh-oh.
That's like never-ending Arcane Curse.
Ame's coming. Ame's coming. Hi. Oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll have to pop him.
That Arcane Curse was going to last like for 30 seconds or something absurd. What a. I mean, it's not like a crippling damage for him, but it was over time, even with his back turn.
Carrying a tier 1, it would appear, but man, I go
bottom lane, anti-mage.
Yeah. Cat and mouse chase here. Got him. Pops him on down. Afu
like,
rolls
Afu,
in.
you want to mess around too? He could he could just turn and fight Afu. Perhaps doesn't know where the other heroes are, but
yeah.
Yeah, this is looking rough for LFY.
Yeah, this is definitely feeling like the most significant advantage for a start of the game of this series so far, going for LGD.
Yeah, for LFY, like what this looks like if you're winning, your towers are still standing, you're able to push with the DK and Bristleback.
Oh, and they found a stack, but they have been spotted.
You have maybe a Nimbus Cloud kind of backing that up as well, like 4 melee heroes on the side of LGD could be quite annoying against the Nimbus. Like we see that kind of 4-staff Ags build that Inflame usually goes for, but one thing at a time. He's not anywhere near that phase right now.
Yeah, and then it's not going to get any easier. They try to make an approach onto 11, but I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot. He just pops the Ravage. Super gets popped. They move on over for 11 right now, but it's not working out so well. DDC is just going to have to finally commit in the Rock and the Fatal Bonds in hopes that they could just scrap together anything that they can. But Afu goes down next. They hold on to some good Fatal Bonds damage, and it's going to get the finish onto maybe. The rest of LGD, it looks like they will take their lead.
Not as bad as it kind of looked like it was maybe going to go. Yao will barely escape. But yeah, anti-mage, when you're fighting with your Treads Battle Fury, you know you're kind of far ahead because he's kind of, normally it's like that Manta style where you kind of consider and start getting involved in the action, but he says, no, I'm already ready. And also we can start taking these Ancients. He steals one Ancient sack, he goes and steals another. Don't think there's damage to kill him here. If anything, he can kill Afu, but he's worried about, Zeus coming in. Lightning Bolt and an ulti. Oh, he's dead.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Big kill.
Treads drums. We've seen the story before.
Sometimes we'll go with that BKB over the Blink if he feels it's an essential item for the game. This game fighting into like the Tide Ravage, the Global Silent, the Kunkka, it may be more of a priority.
All right, fight at the Roche pit here. Monet moving right into action, finds focus off the Yao. Yao still needs 10 seconds before the Global's going to be back up. And now they settle for the time instead. This is a great window for LFY while these big ultis still need some more time. Yao focus once again. One more second for the Global. Oh, he gets blasted down right at that second. And LFY now sneak into this Roche pit and take it for themselves.
Impossible. It seemed a bit ambitious of LGD doing this without the anti-mage. It doesn't seem like they need to force this big fight, but Ravage is up. They still can try and fight this one. Anti-mage does not have TP though to help out.
Ball back. His Global's ready. LFY are very nervous now as 11's looking to walk into action. He does have that Ravage. And there it is. Finds good connection onto 4 targets at that point. But Monet is still shredding apart, and that's going to get the finish. Now it's Maybe running in, able to get the Afu takedown. They turn their focus onto Maybe and take him out as well. LFY will continue their adventure into this Roche pit while the AM is just farming his way through the bottom half of the map.
Feels kind of like a let's contest Roche just because it's creating space for AM kind of moment, but at the same time kind of necessary. Whoa, Yao got the Roche last hit? Okay, that's some value Arcane Curse. Roshan was snatched, it says. So yeah, Radiant got the Roche last hit. That's some nice,
that's a
nice
freak,
gold stolen.
Little freaking their own rotation.
Their Aegis are wore off, so they don't have that tool for an impending team fight.
Oh goodness, look at this. Bristle crosses right in front of LGD, and that's when they make their move in. They're going to get a hold of him. They're going to pull him back in. The global comes out. The Ravage is to follow. Monet goes down. They could go for super next. DDC finds a hell of a rock drop with a fatal bond. The Magnetize is also there, but can they manage to burst through LGD on this one? It looks like they will get the takedown, but maybe they're at the end. Ame, though, able to step in, just shredded everything apart. A double kill for him. He heads back to the lane and will follow things up with a tier 2 takedown. But that leads in with just a wonderful situation. LGD just kind of taking it to LFY, reading out the timings of that Aegis. They happen to stumble right across from him. And then with the global silence, that kind of just assured their doom. But
May only be 23 minutes, but Anti-Mage is taking flight, Jack. He's good to go. Says hello as far as his first team fight, big team fight involvement. 17k net worth, no one touching him on farm. They're going to buy back and make a hold of their racks here. Looks like the melee racks will not be claimed, and LGD will have to perhaps say goodbye to this silencer, Kunkka, sorry, he doesn't have a TP, but they're going to go for bigger fish.
yeah, literally, as they try to get a hold of the Tidehunter here. 11 crosses the street, though, trying to make it to the high ground, but this will just be a slow and painful death for him. I said slow, right? Yeah, it's gonna be slow. It will slowly lick the bones till they break. Got him.
It's gonna take a while. That hunter has some very dense bones.
They'll go in and get the Aegis here. All right, LFY, are you going to go down like that? Fighting so hard. They started this best of 5 series down 0-2. They move on to win the next 2 games. You're going to go out like this? Got to get in there. Bring the fight. I don't know why I had to coach him there for that moment, but I just, you know, we were here for so long. You just want to see both these teams give it really their all.
Their coach, I believe, is Banana, who made a name for himself with number of teams over the years. He coached
TI or newbie, right? No. Oh God,
he actually coached LGD last year. Again, he had to play as a stand-in because of visa issues, so he is with LFY now.
Well, he's probably not going to be super happy because they are losing the reps. The mid lane, Jack. The tier 3 is already down. Here comes the upheaval. A good magnetize, a good spread of magical damage coming in with the Thunder Gods on top of it. This could pose a little bit of a problem for LGD right now, but then again, we still have the anti-mage factor looking to come in and take advantage of all that empty mana. Sees out super though, makes it back inside, settles for Afu instead. Afu is not going to be able to make the roll back in, but Ame's going to roll back in. Oh my God, just evaporates the Zeus. In flame is just torched. The double kill is there. The buyback has to come out. It's only DDC. And this seems to be the beginning of the end. Super goes down without a buyback. LGD go in for the racks, and they have done it, gentlemen. They are going to be your grand final champions of MDL, taking the title away from the Evil Geniuses.
It is indeed Dynasty Day. Maybe Emperor is crowned here as the kings of MDL.
Is it the year of LGD? China has crowned them the People's Champions,
That's
Jack.
the way the meme goes. They're unbeatable. They're the preordained People's Champions. MDL is a pretty good start here for them.
Hell yeah.